Joining us for Primetime Local News is Dr. Alice Wainwright-Stewart to speak about Lakeland College's Fall 2021 semester update. Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure, Shelby.
Now, what will be different compared to last year that the college has for the campus community for this semester?
Well, we're quite excited to be back in person. Pretty much in full swing. Last year we had students that 90% of our students were able to do their lab in-person experiences. This year we're hoping the campus is buzzing with our community, our students, and our staff, which would be different than last year where we really tried to keep it to our students, and we're very concerned about the safety of the students last year. Hopefully we don't need to deal with that this year. However, we have to be realistic, and we have implemented 3 plans in the last year and a half, and we have those on back. In case we have to have some backup plans, we do have that, and so we will do that. But it would really be nice to have our learning campuses, both campuses booming with students and giving them the opportunity to really have that tangible environment to lead and manage and really explore their learning this year. That's what I'm looking forward to, being able to talk with students and in that into-person, face-to-face experience.
Could you expand on what guidelines the students and staff will have to follow to limit the spread of COVID-19?
Yes, well, we have our guidelines that are set out by the government as well as our health authorities, both on the Saskatchewan and Alberta province. So we have both of those guidelines. All of that will have to be followed. And then we usually look in, because we have guidelines from both provinces, we try to take the maximum and make sure that everybody's adhering to that maximum. Right now, we'll just follow the guidelines and move forward that way. And the guidelines will change as our government makes changes and the health authority makes changes. So we will mirror what's expected of us.
Would you be able to tell us about those 3 plans Lakeland College has set for this semester?
Sure. So best case scenario, everyone can be on campus and we move forward as usual. Scenario 2 would be if there was outbreaks within a department, then we would utilize where following the guidelines of the government and the health authorities, there may be pieces within a department that they would have to go back online and move their classes forward to that until they follow the guidelines, the appropriate guidelines within the jurisdiction. So if there's a COVID outbreak, usually it's a 10-day period or 14-day period, whatever, will follow what is expected. Now that would be a situation where that would be isolated. It's possible, and it has happened to us, where the whole campus has to shut down because of a larger outbreak or community regulations for that, our particular area. And then we would shut down and we would go back on, I shouldn't say we would shut down, we would go back online, because that's how we've done it. But we would shut the campus down to only access what we did last year, where it would be the meeting the students' needs and the employees' needs to make sure that what needs to be done on the campus. So best case scenario is that everybody can be on campus and we can move forward that way. And then we'll have the other 2 plans, we'll do it in isolation. Another thing that we're trying to really look at this year is saying, we know those peak areas where there were issues, and they're always after a holiday. So we're trying to also keep that in mind, as saying that there might be expectations from some of the areas that maybe we'll have a staggered approach coming back after holidays to kind of minimize any possibility of an outbreak.
Is there anything else you'd like to add for people to know about just concerning the Lakeland College's Fall 2021 semester update?
Yes, I would like to really welcome everyone to Lakeland College, and so excited. Our people are so excited to have students back on campus, and know that we will adhere to what we need to in terms of government guidelines, health recommendations, so that we ensure that the safety of all of our people on campus. we are also taking the approach that we want to make sure that we have a campus that everyone feels safe, but we also understand that we want to be as inclusive as we can throughout this process. We know that there's different stories out there, and Lakeland is about everyone belonging, and we will set up a campus so that we can be safe for everyone.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Alice Wainwright Stewart.
Thank you.